Is Digimon BT15 the worst set in Digimon's history in terms of North America? We're going to find out and discuss that on today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments if you think it is the worst set. And of course, like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Let's dive into the data and take a look at why this might be a huge dumpster fire for us on our part of the world. So look over here. There's three things that I want to bring up in today's argument to make my point. Now, I'm not going to give you my answer until the end of the video. So I guess if you want to skip to that, you skip to that. But I want to give you my 3 points as to what's going to impact my decision. And this should impact all decisions for all sets, by the way. First of all, the pre-ban list on this set completely fucked it into oblivion. By putting the best card in the set to 1, it really does a damper on people's interest in the set. But that's not all they did. They also hit Garurumon cards, which means that the Malga cards in BT15 are automatically going to be less valuable. Yes, for one event only per region, it looks like, you get to play with your BT15 full power decks. That's a beautiful thing if you want to play BT15 full power decks. But that's not like the best thing in the world. People want to be able to use their set. And like, it's okay if you hit a rare. Like BT10 saw us hitting Shopmon ×4, you know, a couple weeks after it came out. And yeah, if you bought some alternate arts, you were sad. But it was only a rare at the end of the day. It wasn't a secret rare. Which this is. It's really, really, really kind of unfortunate that they did that. And you can blame all the Japanese people because they're all the ones that were whining about Apoclymon. And that's where we are today. So, yeah, that's one thing I want to bring to your attention into this discussion. The second thing, I don't want you to look at the price so much. We'll look at the prices in a second, but I want you to look at the cards in the set. If you take away Apoclymon, and like you take away the Metal Garurumon cards, which will not be tier 1 after March 1st. Tier 2, sure. I'll give it the tier 2 rating, but a best deck of the format, not really. What do you have in this set in terms of tier 1 competitive value? You have Leviamon X. You have Anduamon Ace. Thanks to the LM set, we have Quantumon. I can't see anything else, really. From a tier 1 top gameplay competitive thing, I don't see anything else. Now, that doesn't mean that people are not going to try to, like, make the tier 2 stuff work and top events with the tier 2 stuff. Like the Machine Dramon and the Myotismon stuff and the Digital Police and the Bugs and the birds. That's fine, but like this Ghost Game stuff is not meta viable, not really. It's tier 2, sure, but like there's nothing here that screams to me this is a top tier threat, with the exception of the cards I mentioned. So from a competitive standpoint, this set would make me depressed. If you're a casual person that doesn't really care about competitive gameplay, then you probably love this set. So like I can see from both ends of the spectrum, which is fine. But like if you are a competitive person, this set is just not really for you in terms of cracking boxes, opening, and all that. You'll much rather just want to buy singles. That's kind of how that is. That's how it is. And the third thing I want to talk about is the market value of this set. And I can't talk about the market value of this set without talking about the LM cards. These cards that Bandai decided to throw into our set. Why does this matter? Because it added a 1 super rare, 2 super rare, 3 super rare, 4 super rare, into our set. But it also added a secret rare into our set. Now, I know that some people aren't too titillated by the LM cards being in our set, but I think from like a market standpoint, this makes the set healthier. Now, what do I mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean by that. If you look at just the set breakdown, right? All of a sudden we have like what, 14 super rares in the set, somewhere in that ballpark? 14 super rares, I think. I think it's 14 super rares. I have no idea. What does the pack say? It says 16 super rares. 16 super rares in the set. That's pretty good. Like, we haven't had that since the BT1 1.5 days. 16 super rares in a set is a lot. We also have 3 secret rares in the set, which we haven't had since BT4. Now, normally when you open a case of product nowadays and there's like 10 super rares in the set, you'll pull, if you open a case, 8 to 10 super rares of a set, of 8 to 10 copies of a super rare. Of like every super rare for the most part. Sometimes you'll low roll, sometimes you high roll, and one or the other, whatever. Okay. But those are your averages, right? And secret rares, kind of in a similar boat. You know, you might pull a place out of each secret rare in the case. Now, this is not the case for this set. This set actually has you deep diving for super rares, which means the super rares won't really be so super bulky in this set. What do I mean by that? Well, Leviamon, first of all, is $11. But like, look, $8 Andromon, $6 Ryudomon, $5 for this, $5 for that, $4, $4, $4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, and Biomon's on page 3 at $2 as well. Like, right now, there are not bulk super rares. Will there be bulk super rares? There will be. But there won't be as many because it's going to be harder to pull super rares. So that will give them a little bit of an inflationary value. And some super rares that might have been bulk will be $1 or something. Or some super rares like Leviamon X might shoot up and be freaking $15 at the end of the day. Or more. That's a thing that we can see in the set. Like, it's perfectly viable to expect this. And by the way, before I do Market Watch stuff, people are buying super rares already. It is release day right now, and people are buying them. If you were watching my stream last night, I told you to buy some of these super rares at midnight, because midnight is when they'll be cheapest, and it looks like with some of these super rares, that is indeed the case. So don't miss out is what I'm going to tell you right now. And we'll see more of that on Market Watch when I record it later today for tomorrow. But anyway, when you throw in the LM stuff, it does make it harder to pull things. That you cannot pull a place of secret rares in a case. Unless you're me. You pull a place out of Pokemons every case. And want to kill yourself. Then that's fine. But besides that, healthy in terms of market value. But is it? Now I'm going to throw a curveball at you. There are no box toppers in this set. There are the stupid foil eggs. I lost my foil eggs. There are the stupid foil eggs that are worth nothing. And that means whatever is in your box is solely pulled based on your alt arts. You could get lucky. You could pull like Levi X and like a mid-tier alternate art like, I guess, Marvin Jackson. That's actually kind of cool. And then your super rares can save the day. That can happen. You can also pull a lottery card. There are 9 of them in the set. That could be a thing that you do. But you also might get fucked. And you might get like a Mega Kabuterimon Ace and Sora, for instance. There were a lot of boxes last night that I opened on stream. And some of them were really bad in that sense. Or, God forbid, you pull Pokemon on an alternate art. You're dead. Your box is dead in the water. Dead in the water. You're fucking dead. Dead. Look at this shit. Anyway. So, the set is not holding up, despite all this. Why? That goes back to what I was saying earlier. The set really isn't that good when you keep in mind the ban list. You see how everything forms a nice little circle? Everything is complete in this set. Everything is complete. And this set is not a set that I would buy boxes of, if you want my opinion. I just would not do that right now, especially at $74 a price point. Now, my verdict. Is this set the worst set that we've seen in North America ever? No. RB1 is the worst set we've seen in America ever. But this is right up there with that. It's not quite RB1 bad, but let me tell you, this set is nothing to celebrate. Bandai fucked this set with a few bad decisions. And we're hoping that Bandai learned their lesson about the ban list and card design and all this. This is why they're kind of speeding up our releases and all that. We're hoping that we never see this again. EX5 BT15 was bad. And I'm actually okay. As a store owner, sometimes I have these Canadian whales that come up that say, hey, let me buy a case. So, believe it or not, I sold out of BT15. I thought I was going to have a lot of BT15 left over for my circuit tournaments. I don't. Because some Canadian whales messaged me this morning and were like, hey, I want a case. Give me some boxes. Give me a case. Give me some stuff. Okay. I will not complain at that. And the three cases I opened up last night on stream was the Splash Fund. It was my Splash Fund. Opened them up. Sold a lot of the goods. Most of the goods from them. Sold some boxes live on stream. Gave some away to Twitch subs. It was like a good time. So honestly, can I complain? Not as much as I thought I was going to. Is this set worse than EX5? Well, by a lot. Is this one of the worst sets ever? Absolutely is, because of the ban list. But if it was not for the ban list, this would have been probably the best set. Because it had a Pokemon, Mega cards, and 3 secret rares and a bunch of super rares. This set would have been a gold mine in terms of breaking value for it. But it is not. It is one of the worst sets ever, but it is not the worst set ever. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Please let me know in the comments what you think about this analysis, and I will see you guys later. Bye!